important step in this trip because the colleagues from Kenya are visiting Spain, and we feel very honored that you are here and that we can share this space with you, and also we can continue the conversation.
I'm going to lead a activity that we are going to develop in here. I work here in this center as a sexologist and an educator. And well, first of all, we are going to explain how this center works. Usually when this room we are now in is the place where we do some meetings and stuff. So main activity that we do in here that is attending to and health issues. As any kind of question that you have about sexuality, sexual health, whatever, okay? My partners answer all the questions, and then apart from that, we do HIV test, syphilis tests, and pregnancy tests, okay? In this center, the issue is that for every young person that wants to can come here and get assisted, attended about sexual health, sexuality, couple relationships, whatever they want to ask, they want to be assisted with, they can come here, okay? It's true that we usually attend young people, but the reality is that there aren't other centers where we can attend older people. So in fact, if people from over 35 come here, they will be as well attended, okay? Cool? Okay, so first envelope for you. Open it and... all right.
So I asked the question.
Yeah, that's it.
So topic 1 is on perception of sexuality and narratives about Africa and Europe. So the topic description, the perception of sexuality varies from one culture to another. So question 1, how is sexuality discussed in your family or social circle?
Okay, so how is sexuality discussed in your family, in your social environment?
I think here in Spain, my experience was that I talked with my family, like when I was a teenager, about something, about sexuality. For example, about the period. I talk a lot about it, but in general, here in Spain, like parents don't talk about sex or about sexuality in general. They look to the other side. They think about what's wrong.
Well, like you have to protect yourself and use your condom, but no.
Nothing else. No, maybe I remember that they talked to me about condoms and about STI, but not a lot.
But they usually feel like uncomfortable talking about that kind of things. They don't like it. They prefer not to hear it.
Maybe you can just discuss it with your friends, your peers, but not with your parents. Like me, my parents have never talked to me about sexuality.
Feel a difference between their generation and yours, because I think about our generation, and I think that we will talk more with our kids.
There's a big generation gap between when talking about sexuality. Usually people don't connect sexuality and alcohol, but they have a link. When we talk about chemsex, it's true that we are talking about other kind of drugs. It's true that if we make a big definition, like a very big definition of chemsex, maybe alcohol consumption could be included. Okay, but usually when we talk about chemsex, we are talking about very specific drugs. But yeah, it's a topic that is now has been brought to the public eye because it's become more and more important.
Talking about sex or sexuality is regarded a controversial topic. African traditions and values put emphasis on modesty and privacy. So we find that most of our habits are anchored in the traditional values. So that's why I think coming out of the closet with African parents is very, very difficult.
Vulnerable, and being vulnerable in front of people is difficult. It's not something easy, and sometimes maybe I feel I need some help. So I think also it's important how we approach this topic, because usually the messages are, don't do that, it's bad for you. So it's more like, it's okay who you are. I mean, and it's okay that you try to have relationship with other people from that point. Remember who you are, not trying to pose or like performance, no, not doing a kind of show in order to be more interesting to approach. We don't do abortions themselves in here, okay? In Spain, abortion is free. If you have, if you are in the health system, it's free for you till week 14. Okay, so till week 14 you can choose it freely. There's no need to have any kind of medical issue or nothing.
Hi, my name is Alice Mkamaranga. I'm from Amref International University, Nairobi, Kenya. I'm the team leader of Conversextion, which is a project that is being implemented by Amref Salud Africa. So today we were here at a foundation called SEDRA, and we had the discussions were just so open, and I got to learn so many things and different controversial topics in both Africa and Europe, and it sort of made me become open-minded about everything and how it relates to the sexual and reproductive health of young adults in both Africa and Europe. To be specific or to narrow down the topic, I just want to say that I learned about open relationships and how they're distinguished in both Kenya and Spain. And one of the things that I learned about Spain is that they define open relationships as differently. To be specific, or just to say, one of the things that was mentioned in the discussion was that an open relationship is whereby both partners can choose to have partners outside their normal relationship, but at the end of the day, they both come together and agree to a common consensus. Another thing that I learned today was about the myths and misconceptions that surround relationships in both Kenya and Spain. And I want to just tell the young youths out there that there are so many myths which surround relationships. To be specific, things like condom use. You only use condoms and during the first penetration, and when you go on with other rounds, you end up not using condoms, and at the end of the day, you end up getting STIs and HIV, which are so detrimental to your health status. So I want to encourage young youths out there to use condoms safely and continuously, because at the end of the day, you're not taking care of the health of any individual. But you should remember that you're responsible for your health, because at the end of the day, we need you out there. Thank you.
Hola. As part of my visit here in Madrid, we had some constructive discussions with youth, both in Kenya and others here in Madrid, and we have had really constructive conversation about Conversextion, and this is sexual health and reproductive health rights, which has been really constructive. Like, we have had to compare the current health systems in sexual and health reproductive rights in Kenya and also in Spain, of which I've learned a lot from here in Spain, and also my partners have learned a lot from Kenya. So I feel like such conversation has been meaningful, though I feel like in Kenya we are a bit behind, but also there's a lot of things that people here from Madrid have learned about the society in Kenya and their perception about sexuality.
Hola, I'm Rachel Hope. I'm a BSN student, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, currently in my third year in Amref International University. I came to Spain just a few days ago. It's been amazing. It's been the best times of this 2024 life. It's been the best. I came here on Sunday, and from since the day one, it's been really lovely. The people here are so welcoming, very hospitable, and very nice. The cuisine is also really good. Again, the major thing that brought me here is sexual, reproductive, and health rights. And I came to learn that here, sexual education is way comprehensive compared to Africa. The spaces for conversing about sexual education is braced over here. It's so welcoming, like to speak on sexual and reproductive health. People here are so open-minded about sexual education. They get to speak to you so openly. You get to also think outside the box. Yeah, and again, I've also learned advocating on sexual, reproductive, and health rights. It's been so lovely. I've met people I was learning with online, and it is so good. Yeah, I've loved it. I've loved every bit. Thank you. Gracias.
Hi guys, my name is Enoch Rotemo. I am from the Conversation and I was here with SEDRA today. I enjoyed the conversation. It was lively, open-minded, and I really enjoyed the conversation. One part I really resonated with was the part for relationships. It was great and opened my mind on different way people navigate their relationships. And in general, I did have a lot of fun with SEDRA. Thank you for your time.